Good morning, tribe. Happy Wednesday or hump day. I hope you guys are feeling well and smelling well. I missed you guys. I was on vacation and took a couple of days off. So much needed rest. Yes, yes. Had an amazing time with friends and family and just really excited to be back and just to be here with you guys, excited about our daily vibes and just wanted to check in with everyone to see how everyone was doing. Um, I know myself personally, I um, let's just be honest. I have been struggling just keeping balance with a lot of the things that I have going on in my life. I have a lot of plates spinning. I am finishing my degree in small business entrepreneurship, minoring in psychology. Yes, so that way I can start taking my holistic practice to the next level, and which that does consume a lot of my time. The classes are getting harder because I'm getting ready to be finished. So, as new level, new devil, baby. Um, so I have that on my plate, and then I'm trying to get my program launched, and I'm trying to get myself set up on Heal.me. I have a lot of plates spinning, a lot of good things going on. So today is just a good day just to take in a big deep breath and just bring it down into my solar plexus and just give it some love. The morning sun is shining and it's gorgeous out this morning so far. Or at least while I'm recording, it's gorgeous. So we're going to go ahead and get started today with our daily oracle. And basically, what it does is it gives me a way to kind of feel um, how to approach today with our lesson and our breath work. And it kind of helps me intuitively kind of get an idea of what we're dealing with on a collective level. And for those that don't know, I am a spiritual life coach and I am focusing on trauma, stored trauma, childhood trauma. How does trauma impact your body? Where does it release? Where are you having pains, aches? What are these pains and aches telling you? So there's a lot of things that I have going on top of my daily vibes. Um, and like today, I had a quantum healing session with one of my girlfriends, and she was kind of riled up. And I'm like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" Because I know just as a matter of practice that when there's a lot of intention, anxiety, it's hard for you to get relaxed enough to be able to get into a meditative state to where you can actually shut down the chitter chatter of the conscious. Yes. So much love to her. So we're going to go and pick a card. I see it and I feel it. And this card is the turkey. And remember, guys, that these oracle cards will basically let us know what's going on with the collective and a lot of times within ourselves. And look how beautiful she is. Okay. So let's see what the turkey has to say. And this is the Winged Enchanted Oracle. And it's written by Leslie Morrison, and the artwork is by Lisa Hunt. So let's give them credit because this is just an amazing deck. One of my first decks that I purchased, but also one of my favorites. So let's see what the turkey has to say for us today. I am turkey, the giveaway bird. I am gratitude. I am nourishment. I am sacrifice of the soul. I am martyrdom and the reason we hold fast to our beliefs. I am plenitude and harvest. I am the path of service and humility. I relinquish the ego. I renounce the self and I benefit of the greater good. You are being asked to serve a purpose. You are being guided to put something else first. Ooh, and this has hit me home because I know exactly where this is coming from. Without empathy, we do not evolve. I am the life of charity. I am the bounty that can be shared with others. Look around to see who needs you. Your needs may have to wait for a while. I am the spirit of living honorably. There is quite, there is quite, there is quiet dignity in servitude. You are a vessel for the greater good. You are compassion. You are giving of yourself. You are the turkey. And I would like to just touch on this. And there's a bug on me that I'm trying to get off. I don't know what kind of bug it is. That's why I'm trying to get it off me. My soul mission, or my life's purpose, is to help heal the divine feminine of the collective and help our divine, and this is for men and women, help the divine feminine in both men and women so that they can open the heart space and be able to have that heart and brain connection. Because what happens is when we're too busy and we allow the chatter to take over, and it's easy to do, guys, because we are trained and programmed daily by just everything that our society tells us to do, what we have to look like, what we have to do, what we wear, where we want to work, why do we want to work there. All of these things are influenced. And my goal, again, is just to help as many people with this breathwork meditation and the Qi Gong to help them just the initial phases of releasing anything that may be stored. And this could just be stuff that you had last week, today. For example, I had a whole space for a lady at Wendy's because I had called in an order, a carryout order. And when I got there, they didn't have it. And I just asked how long it was going to be. And needless to say, she threw an F-bomb at me and she was like, I don't effing know. We just got the effing order. And I was like, whoa. I was like, first, profanity isn't needed. Thank you for letting me know. And she just kept going on and on and on. And I just kindly removed myself from that situation. Don't let me lie. My heart, I felt the blood pressure start going up, the heart start racing, clamming. But then my breath work started to kick in. So I took a couple of deep breaths and I'm like, okay, what am I to do? And then basically I just kindly told her, I was like, okay, this is what, I didn't say this is what we're going to do, but I was like, okay, just forget it. I'm not going to worry about the order. You have a great day. And I just moved on because I know that the collective right now is very emotional. Okay. Because we're in the sign of Cancer, and there's a lot going on. So, and, with the recent controversy of women losing, depending on how you feel about it, and I'm not saying I'm pro or for, I'm saying we need to hold sides for both sides because deep down is a deep wound, a trauma from either a young girl that has been hurt in some way, shape, or form. And whether it is pro or against, both have valid beliefs and reasons. And I think that instead of saying right or wrong, we just need to accept what it is. It's not easy. I don't believe our rights should have been taken away, but at this point, I just need to hold space and remind myself that change is coming because I'm not going to get caught up in all the controversy around it. I'm going to hold space and remind myself that this is leading us to great things. We can't always sit there and keep our opinions. When you work in the spiritual community, they're like, keep calm and collected. But I have a daughter, and if my daughter was in a situation and was raped or something like that, and she wanted to have an abortion, I would not, you have two pains. You either keep it and you carry that pain for the rest of your life, or you So there's no win-win in that situation. So to judge a person based on what they believe is just total bullshit. And, I just remind myself to hold space for both sides and everyone collectively, because deep down, we all carry some wound or trauma or generational trauma. It could be something from your parents passed down, but we just have to remind each other that that is one thing. And if we look at it from a love space, I believe that if we would show compassion for each side, that, it will eventually, all the turmoil will eventually calm down. But there's a lot that is to come of this. For me, being a woman, if my rights are being restricted and taken away, who's next? Okay, so that's the way I see it, as far as I'm awake to what's going on, but I need to remind myself I'm coming from a different angle, and I'm supposed to remind myself that love is the root of all of it. Fear, anger, shame, addiction, all of these things stem from love. Whether you were needing love or refused love. How they say that misery loves company? That is exactly where they get that statement. So servitude, and I had to speak on that because I stay neutral, because I think it's on an independent basis, and you cannot tell someone one way or another. That's the one thing I have learned. You cannot hold someone's truth against them. And we're just going to take some time to hold space for everyone involved, because this has been a lot to swallow. There's been a lot of emotions going on. So we're going to go ahead and just start with getting into our breath work today and just asking ourselves, is there any part of the little me that needs addressed today? Is there something inside that's crying to get out? For me, I have been working on a rejection wound, and it has been a self-inflicted wound that I continue to play on repeat, or I had been, until I finally was able to give myself the space I needed to acknowledge the truth. And sometimes the truth hurts, guys. And I get why we want to try to numb it, and our conscious is like, let's just blast through it. We don't want to think about it. But what that does is that sends misfire signals to our body, and that creates stagnation, which leads to disease, which is dis-ease. So let's just go ahead and collectively just open our arms and put our hands up and just breathe in. And then release. Breathe in. One more time. Let's get that stress away. Bring our hands down into heart center. We're going to go ahead and set our intention for today. For me, my intention is just to hold space for the little me. The little me that's crying inside, that's like, I just need love, and I just need held, and I just need confirmation that everything's going to be okay. So this is to show my little me, the smaller me, the smaller self, gratitude and space to feel all the things, good and bad. Because I'm a stuff and shover, man. If I'm sitting there and I feel out of sorts, I will stuff those feelings down, and then guess what? leads to high stress, which leads to high cortisol, which leads to night sweats, and then leads to, skin disorders, acne issues, all kinds of issues. And then your body's like, I've got a leak, I got a leak, I got a leak. So we're going to work on those leaks today. And we're going to basically be working on the little me so that we can work on the little me to help the bigger me, help heal our divine within, and then help us heal the divine collectively. So for the additional 2 breath works, we're going to be doing alternating nostrils. So we are going to basically be breathing in and out through our nostril. So we're going to start, plug the right side, and we're going to breathe in and out through the left, okay? Switch. 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 Okay. And normally, on your own, I would recommend doing each one of these breath works for 1 minute. This will allow your body enough time to basically start reducing the heart rate, which will in return reduce the blood pressure, which will ultimately, in the end, start reducing your stress levels and your cortisol. Okay? So, the third one we are going to do is the breath of fire. Why? Because we're going to start building some fire to basically help balance the emotions. Okay? So I always put my hand up. It's just something for me just to kind of keep me in tune with myself, and it reminds me of my posture. Okay? So you're going to be breathing in and out through your nose real fast and equal breaths. And what you're going to be doing is pumping out basically your diaphragm. Like that, okay? And we're going to do this for 30 seconds, all right? So here we go. What am I doing? I'm like, here we go. I got confused with my watch. About 10 more seconds. All right, guys. That one is one of my favorites, and I would repeat that one about 3 to 4 times. Give yourself about 10-second break. Do it again. Also, this will start releasing your natural endorphins and as well as your natural DMT. So if you want to start, trying to elevate your consciousness and, raise your vibration, these techniques are great because they will allow you to instantly raise your vibration. That's why we call it daily vibes with Lynn, right? Because we're trying to raise our vibes. We want high vibes in life. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get to our Qi Gong today. We're going to go ahead and start off with clapping our hands 9 times. As you guys know, the Qi Gong is a Japanese technique which is designed to clear 12 energy points. All right, we're going to go ahead and modifications. You're going to put your hand like this. You're going to move your arm out, and you're going to get right underneath your armpit crease. Okay, and then in no modifications, you're going to do it like this. Okay, so I'm going to do modifications on the left, and then you guys do it however you need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, so we have each side complete. We're going to move to our elbow creases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And of course, we got to get the energy out of our feet. Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And I complete that 18 times because that's 9 times per foot. So let's repeat, and we're going to get on with the rest of our day. And we're going to continue to feel well and smell well, guys, because I know I am. Ooh, ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I'm going to do modification on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, guys. How does the small you feel? What has got chills? I know what that means for me. My smaller self is like, thank you. I needed that, a little bit of attention to remind myself that being in action mode or in my masculine side is great to get things done, but tapping into my feminine side and ensuring that I'm having brain and heart consciousness, that, my friends, is where the real magic happens. Okay? So let's continue to work on the heart and the brain consciousness each day. This is why we cultivate a daily practice. It's to help us keep grounded, stable, and centered, even if there is controversy, turmoil, or things going on in our life. Because guess what, guys? You're not exempt from hard times, and neither am I. It's how we handle those hard times and how we overcome them and how we choose to live our life based on the hand that we are dealt makes every bit of difference in how you show up for yourself each day. Again, it's just that one step, one breath. If you fall down, pick yourself back up. Wipe those knees off. Next thing you know, you're going to be sprinting and you're going to be like, I'm doing this every day. I'm, doing my Qi Gong and I'm doing the breath work for 20, 30 minutes a day. And it does help. And the other day, when I was upset and I was triggered in the store and was yelled at, I was able to take a couple of deep breaths and provide them the space that they needed because I knew that I didn't feel that way, which means that that's a mirror to them and something that they need to see within them, within themselves. And I see that a lot with people that just do not like their job and they just are miserable and they make everyone else miserable around them. And that is not fair to anyone. No one deserves that. Not even the individual that's upset. Yes, they need to hold space for themselves. If you're upset, go outside. Take a few seconds. If you don't like your job, genuinely, you have the authority and the power and the ability to co-create to change that. Period. If I can burn down a multi-million-dollar business, I'm sure you can decide what you need to do and the steps that needs to be taken in order to get yourself out of the situation that in the long run is going to make you sick. You got to sit back and ask yourself, guys, is it worth it? Is the stress that I'm experiencing, is the situation that I'm experiencing, is the person I'm experiencing, or the job, the place, is it taking too much of to me to where it's affecting my ability to show up for myself? Am I giving my power away? And guess what? I say that because I was guilty. I was a people pleaser. I still have a hard time telling people no. I'm learning though. I'm learning. Believe me, you have to learn real quick because if not, then then anything goes. Period. There's no boundaries at that point. So, much love and light. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for being my teacher today and allowing me to share this practice with you. Namaste. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.